Hey guys, welcome back to the Exchange Podcast. Hope everybody's blessed. How's everyone doing, guys?
We good. We living. You know.
We
living. We maintaining. B. You know.
Did you just say that we're maintaining?
Yeah, man.
What can you do in these times, isn't it?
Hey, Boogie, man. You know, we live and we maintain.
We live and we maintain.
How you living?
How you living?
Prepared. Yeah, it's all good. What were we saying? Like, obviously, we've been separated for a little while now, innit? Like, in between our last episode, so it's been a bit of a gap. The viewers won't notice that because obviously we keep it slick. But yeah, as you can see, we've got a podcast member who is absent today. So we'll big her up.
Get well soon.
Yeah. As you lot called her in the States, the real Roxanne, yeah. Cheeky, alright.
You know, like that.
But, there's a lot going on at the moment, isn't it? This Drake v Kanye business.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's a bit mad.
They both dropped albums.
Like, in close proximity, innit? Yeah. Drake said he was going to drop his on the 10th, or was it the 10th, innit? Yeah. But he just dropped it out the blue like 4 or 5 days before. Slick marketing move. I think Jay-Z's done that, Beyonce's done that. It's a thing now, innit? Like, oh yeah, my album's gonna come out in February, and then boom, like, nah, tomorrow, like, just catch people off guard, get people gassed. Everyone talks about it, or pretend your album got leaked.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
do
man.
people do that?
Yeah.
Well, actually act like their album got leaked.
Like, accidentally on purposely leak something, like leak a track, because then it makes it more exclusive, innit? It's leaked, you're not supposed to have it, everyone's gonna try to listen to it. Have you heard so and so's leaked track? Obviously, if they don't care about it, if you're an underground rapper or something, like they leaked Slicer Man's album, like, bro, no one cares. Like, you get me? But yeah, one of them ones.
So what's everyone saying? Have they given them their reviews yet? Listen to the Kanye, listen to the Drake. What's everyone saying?
Hey, do you know what? I'll be honest. I haven't listened to Kanye's album yet.
Are you a Kanye fan traditionally?
I wouldn't say I'm a Kanye fan. Even like good Kanye times. Alright, that's bad. That's today already. I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying? Like Kanye in his prime, beginning like through the wire Kanye, cool, college dropout Kanye. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Graduation. Yeah. Like I liked Kanye's music. I always thought, he's a good rapper. He makes sick beats. Like. And he's good in it, he's creative. But I'm not gonna lie, I didn't properly start getting into Kanye's vibe, like properly into it, where I would add these tunes to my playlist and stuff like that. Because all them other albums, I don't know, I wasn't really. I'd say I only got into him like, what's it, Twisted Dark Fantasy, 808s and Heartbreaks. Like that's when I was, because when I heard Drake do a cover over what's it, Say What's Real, but it was what is it? Don't Say You Will. Say You Will. Boom. And Drake, that's when I was like, rah, what's this beat? Went back, started listening, boom. Get me, what's it? Flashing lights, all this sort of, that's when I was, Kanye's dope. Do you get what I'm saying?
That's when he was getting to try stuff and he was confident to just go, well, I don't have to put out.
He wasn't just rapping like a rapper, because I feel like the earlier stuff just sounded like Jay-Z beats from like the Dynasty era, but with Kanye on it. For me, because I was listening to Jay-Z. Do you get what I'm saying?
No, it's understandable.
The sound.
He was producing his stuff, and to make sure you're drawing the same kind of fans and going, right, look at me now. You got to kind of have that same similar sound, so people are still familiar with what you're doing.
Smart move, But for me, it was just like raw. It's like, I don't know if DMX had a producer that's just beats, and then boom, and Damn Grease and all them lot, and then boom, he's got that sound, and then his producer comes out rapping, but they all sound like DMX beats, bro. For me, the sound is just as important as the rapper for me. If I don't get it, do you know what I'm saying? If I don't get a feel, So for me, Kanye, in a nutshell, I only started like feeling him later on. And then I stopped feeling him with like the post Kim Kardashian times where he started making music. It was alright music, but it was very, I'm the king, I say whatever I like, I do weird stuff, and you guys get down with it. Like, but it's still good music, but it just he's
didn't resonate.
He's evolved very different. Get me? But I
think you can definitely hear it now. Well, I think you could always kind of hear it. You can hear his life experience in all of his music, which is always good. You hear it in other artists as well, but I always think through your music, you got to tell me something about you, what's going on, whether it's the good or the bad. Exactly, you got to make sure that you're learning something about that artist, which is something I think Kanye's done pretty well without having to drop a lot of names recently within his music. He's obviously addressed his marriage, his kids, even kind of running for president and all of that type of stuff, running with the church a lot more now, and depending on how your kind of view is with it, I think he's still managed to get Kanye as the artist across fairly well within this album. There's a few tracks on there I'm like, okay, maybe it might be a bit too long, or you know, it might not sit with you 100%, but I reckon it's a good stab at an album a good while after you've dropped something that people have been listening to for a little while.
He's lasted a long time. For him to still make interesting albums, interesting music, is a feat. Do you get what I'm saying? Because one of my favourite artists, well, probably one of my favourite rappers of all time, DMX, R.I.P. But I feel like, and obviously this is to do with like maybe like his life and drug abuse and different things that happened in his life that I don't know. I can't say what and what, but there was a deterioration in albums. It's Dark and Hell is Hot is probably in my top 5 albums. It's one of the best albums, Number 2, same year, remember, he done Flesh of My Flesh. Blood all over him on the front cover. One of the baddest albums.
Is then that the red one?
That's the one where he's in the bath with full of blood.
And he's all in red, the blood.
But I feel like he deteriorated after maybe his 3rd album, and then like I think Grand Champ and Top Dog and Grand Champ? Right? After that, it was like, do you know what I'm saying? For Kanye to go from stage A to Z, well, we don't know if this is the end, but you know, he's had a long, 16 years of being in the top tier of rappers. Do you get what I'm saying? Success-wise and ratings-wise, people actually rate him as a high-class rapper, innit?
He definitely is.
Yeah, he is.
You can't take that away from him with all of his. I think this album definitely, if you haven't heard it, go and listen to it, because it still shows that you'll hear his bars, his metaphors, the music that he actually makes, and it was good. Sometimes, like you said, that year on year dropping an album, I reckon after maybe 2 or 3 years doing that, you've got to take a little bit of a break, build up some stuff. That's why I respect certain man like Kendrick, who decided take a little break, you know what, build up some stuff, actually come out where there's something to say, you know, whether it's in your own personal life or just life in general.
And have a theme. I feel like Kendrick always has a theme. Good Kid, Mad City, I'm not a fan of that album. I like a few tracks, everyone loves it, and I'm like, really? To Pimp a Butterfly for me is the greatest album he's made and one of the greatest albums of all time in hip hop. I'd say.
You hear that endorsement,
Bro, that would be in my top 5. I can listen to that album track beginning to end seamlessly with no problem, enjoying every single track, every single inch, every single beat, and the concept behind it, what he put into it, what it means, what it stands for, and what he risked making an album like that. You can't, do you get what I'm saying? That's just a prime example. Like you said, like man, like Kendrick, take a break. Come with something when you've got something to say, you've got a theme or you've got something.
People just put music out for the sake of it.
So,
it's cash. Like, it's a check.
I know it's a check, but it depends on what you want to kind of be putting out there and what you want to be remembered for. Like, what would you rather be remembered for? Trash music and make money, or good music?
Sometimes you got to find a balance. Look at Drake, who we're moving on to now. Certified Lover Boy.
I haven't given my opinion on Kanye. I preferred the old Kanye when he first came out.
What's the last Kanye album you listened to?
I don't know the name. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know the name. I'm not gonna lie, but I don't really like. So I felt that his content was more. I didn't really like the music side of it though, like the beat. But I liked what he had to say. And I think that he was very, what's the word, like, I just feel like he made honest music back then.
No, that's cool. I reckon that's a good way of putting it, because some of the stuff that Kanye done, you just shake your head at it and just be like, why'd you do that? Whether it's for, let's go on that side, black publicity, or for black people, or you're just kind of sitting down there, you're thinking, there could have been a better way to say it.
Wasn't there?
You know what? he said it. A lot of people don't. A lot of people keep their opinions inside, and whether it's helped his career or hasn't, it's hindered it. At the end of the day, like I said, listen to his album because you'll still learn something about him if you're a fan. Definitely. Can you actually say what your favourite?
But people are saying as well that you need to listen to it like 2-3 times.
Yeah,
before you make an informed decision.
What's that?
I do that.
I'm literally going to do that.
Yeah. What's that? Well, like a whole album.
When you listen to albums, you kind of have to listen to them fully.
Yeah, no, 100%.
2 or 3 times before you can actually. Because sometimes music can grow on you.
No, I agree. I've gone back to albums years later. Let's say the Game documentary.
Yeah.
I liked the album when it came out, but I wasn't too fussed on the Game when he first came out. I thought he was overhyped. I've gone back. I've listened to certain tracks, and I'm like, yo, like all 5 years later, I found a tune with him and Mary J. Blige on that album. And when I first used to hear it, just the hearing the drum kick at the beginning, the drum and snare, the kick and snare, get me, just comes with a kick, snare. Kick snare, it's like a Dre sort of beat, get me? So I hear that and I'm like, bro, next track, get me, because I'm not hearing no melody, I'm not hearing no sing, I'm not hearing no, and it didn't catch my attention, boom. So I've skipped it all this time, and then about 5 years later, I think I was with someone and they played it. I'm like, what's this tune? They're like, oh, it's on the documentary. I'm like, how have I missed this? I'll listen to the doc. So you're right. Sometimes you have to listen to an album. You have to give it a few chances, and then depending on where your head's at when you're taking it in at that time, you might be like, raw, that resonates with me right now. Like, raw, I'm feeling this. Like, I'm in the mood to. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's link that straight to the Drake then. How are you feeling about this new Drake album?
So I've listened to the Drake album.
Okay.
I've listened to the whole thing.
Okay.
Whole 21 tracks. I think so.
21 tracks.
No, 23, I think.
Wow.
More Life was 21, isn't it? I think this has got, I don't know. It's got quite a few tracks.
20s, yeah. About an hour and 48.
Yeah. And I like the way he can sum up how many hours the album is. I'll be like, it's this many tracks. He's like, it's 3 hours and 16 seconds.
you gotta look at it and think, right, what are you saying within that time?
Yeah.
Like, people call EPs these days albums, and you listen to it and it's 38 minutes and you go, raw, that's like a quick journey to work, or what did you get across, or what did you get out of it? A lot of people don't even bother putting interludes in their albums or skits, and
remember
those days.
Ludacris used to have some of the best skits.
You're listening to like one of my favourite artists, Busta Rhymes. I got enough love, again, R.I.P. to DMX, got enough love for him, but one of my favourite artists, Busta Rhymes. I know we're talking about Drake and Kanye, but if you haven't heard the last Busta Rhymes album, Extinction Level Event 2, you need to hear that.
We saying levels.
100%.
I'm a Busta fan, but I ain't listened to it.
It's old Busta.
Yeah.
And again, it's a segue, but it's old. It's Busta. It's crazy. It's crazy.
I love his stuff at the
It's
stuff.
crazy.
Should we do a review on him another time?
Yeah.
Because I actually
Literally.
We could just do old school hip hop in it.
The new Busta album, 100%. You need to be circulating that. Like, I endorse that shit 100%.
Is there a Kamal the Abstract feature on there? Just before we move on. I'll be listening to it there.
100%.
Gotta have Kamal the Abstract, man.
Yeah.
Come on, that.
Go on there.
That's his brethren.
Great promo, Busta, man. You best be giving us some
Trust
music
me.
in the cash app.
But yeah, Drizzy. This, I feel like the album.
Too sexy, boy.
That's a banger. I say it's a banger.
Right.
But
it's a vibe.
content, but it's what like it's him and Future. What do we expect? Do we expect like a Nas style? We're talking about the suns and the moon and the Egyptian. No, we're not. I am too sexy for my shirt. Like boom, banging beat, crud, arrogance. Like that's why everyone loves it.
No, but the funny thing for
100%.
me is the video. It's the video.
Oh, I didn't see the video yet.
He's all there doing that.
I didn't see the video.
You know what?
Yeah, he's out there with his shorts on.
Yeah.
Like
who? Drake?
Yeah.
See, that's probably why it was the video.
With the shorts and
I try to see man in those shorts.
The sweat head thing,
and
he's got his like tight little t-shirt.
But you see that's marketing at its finest, because you're talking about the video because it's caught your eye. Because it's like he just doing my madness, like.
And then once you see the visuals now, that's when you're like, this tune's like you make your mind up by the visuals. For me, I think.
Fair enough.
When you see the video, it kind of puts
you there. Yeah, absolutely. It's like Hotline Bling when he's there dancing around and stuff. We all looked at him. Half the people
what's he doing?
Laughing.
Yeah,
what's he doing?
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah,
he didn't go in there and do all that stuff and I think I look cool. No one's gonna laugh at me. He knew what he was doing,
and that's it. At the end of the day, he still collected his check from it. But
trust me.
My opinion on that track, I think hook. Yeah, love the hook. obviously
brought us back.
sampled
He brought us back.
Yeah. Took a
Yeah,
good
man.
sample.
Yeah.
You know, we all, if you're a hip
I used to
hop,
love that
rap,
song,
whatever.
I'm not
Yeah.
You
gonna
know
lie.
that song.
Back in the day,
Yeah.
remember they
Two
used it
full
for
dead white guys, get me?
everything.
Yeah.
They used it for everything. But the verses, I just thought, right, if this was going to be that track to push and go crazy about, I saw a clip on Wireless the other day and just thought, right, would I be one of those people jumping around to this track? I don't know. Maybe I'm getting a bit older, or I expected something different from Drake, or maybe I should have listened to the Drake first and then the Kanye second, because maybe that put me in a different headspace, like you said. But I kind of listened to the Drake album, and it's not terrible. I'm not gonna say that, but there are other ones that I prefer a lot
Over
more
that one, yeah.
over that.
Yeah,
one.
he's
And
getting on in his career.
Yeah.
We have to expect that there's going to be some decline in the but that
But not even, because there's bare rappers that are getting older. And
no, not
yeah,
even
that's
older. I'm
fine.
just saying in his career, he's
Yeah, in his career,
getting
but
on.
then-
Yeah, I think he's in the point of what more can I say?
True.
And that's what gets me, because I reckon someone like Jay-Z got over that quite well by even addressing it and saying, what more can I say? You kind of got to put yourself on
Yeah,
that
you have
pedestal
to, yeah.
for people to kind of go, yeah, you've done it all.
Yeah.
Where has Drake done it all?
I'd say he's done quite a lot. Like
Done
his boss
absolutely done a
records.
lot, yeah.
Like remember, he's a new generation. Jay-Z might have sold, I don't know, 7.9 billion or 7.9
Like a
million
different
albums.
generation.
Right.
Different generation,
Drake's
yeah.
dealing with streams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jay-Z's dealing
He
with
was at CDs.
albums into
Sales,
streams.
yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? So he's changed.
He's
Jay-
done the
yeah.
crossover.
Right. Jay-Z was probably selling like vinyls. Like you're getting Big
Yeah.
Pimpin' on
Oh,
vinyl.
yeah, absolutely.
I know DJs that had that on there and they were mixing it in with grind,
Yeah.
like Big Pimpin'. Do you get what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
So
That
he's
was-
come from a tapes, CDs, and vinyl era. There was streaming platforms then, but
Yeah,
no
yeah.
one. We didn't
No,
have.
yeah,
We
yeah.
didn't have
It
back
wasn't
then.
the major
Right.
way of getting your music.
Now it's streaming mainly. So
Yeah.
they're two different eras. But Drake has conquered the streaming thing. He's broken records, rare tear. Forget the numbers, the quality of the album. I feel like Drake gives us a bit of everything. Like Too Sexy. That is your club back. If Miami is going off like it usually does, yeah, this year, Miami Memorial, what's the other one? Spring Break and all that. Listen, every year I go to Miami, there's some Drake tune banging in there,
Oh, yeah.
or Future tune. This tune is gonna go off in them clubs. It's gonna go mad because that is his club banger, and I feel this is one of his best club bangers for a while on his album. Obviously, him and Future always do a thing. You
Yeah,
get what I'm
yeah,
saying? But I feel like generally, he's given us old school Drake on a couple albums where he's just spitting bars and just showing us, yeah, I'm a barer. Then he's got his whiny singy tune, but I don't really like. No, that's I wouldn't say that's whiny singing. I say like
That is whiny.
Yeah.
no.
What, as in
Anytime
dancing
Drake
whiny?
sings, it's whiny.
No, man.
man.
give my boy Drake some respect, man.
I'm
No,
not saying that it's bad, but
No,
I'm saying
no.
it's whiny.
I say just
It's
hold
like
on.
Keith Sweat. No one said Keith Sweat's bad, but
Right,
it's
cool.
whiny
Yeah.
singing, isn't it?
Make
It's
it
whiny
last
singing.
forever.
Yeah.
It's a bit.
It's whiny.
Alright,
We will
cool.
love, we
Yeah.
will love a whiny singer,
Yeah.
innit?
I guess. I mean, I feel like Passion Fruit. That we could have
Okay.
is pop whiny, but I like Passion Fruit
Okay.
for a couple reasons. I know who produced it. Like he's from the ends, and
Yeah.
he's come a long way, and it's great to hear that he's behind something
Okay.
so monstrous. Like it's a massive
Yeah,
track.
yeah,
Do you get what I'm
yeah.
saying? And it's a nice song. Do you get what I'm saying? Just hold on, we're going home. I like that song.
Okay, yeah.
It's not when I go to Drake, I don't look for that song, but I like that song. So I feel like he's given a lot of balance on this one. He's giving us proper raps, giving us old school Drake. He's giving us some bangers like Too Sexy and whatever. He's giving us a few jabs at Kanye, like you're like, oh, who's that for? Do you get what I'm saying? Like he's giving us a bit of everything as he normally does. You get what I'm saying? He's got the tune with Thames. I feel like he could have given us another Bashment style thing. You get me? That we can frame. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Like the work.
Afro beats
Yeah,
on
yeah,
it.
yeah.
I like that.
I didn't really like that tune
No.
either. I didn't think.
The one with Thames.
Yeah.
I feel like him and Thames could have made a way better tune.
That's
Because
what
if
I'm saying.
Burna Boy, is it Burna Boy or is it Wizkid and Thames? I'm not good with.
Names.
I got to double check it.
We'll have to fight anyway. Thames people and that tune that's big. Everyone knows the tune. I feel like that is a perfect example of what you can do when you're working with Thames. You've got that voice. Drake could have done a better tune, but it's a good tune. I like the tune, but I feel like Drake's powers he could have done. But and I just sound like a Drake fanboy here, but I'm very very confident in Drake's ability to do all sorts of.
Oh yeah, and I think I'm coming from the same I think we definitely agree on that. Maybe I'm being a bit more harsh and just going, right, I know that there's that level of quality in Drake that maybe could have been a little bit more on this album. Again, I think...
But we expect more from him because of what he's done. He's given us so much memories and so much... You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah.
Nothing was the same. You're never going to get a Nothing Was The Same again. But he gave us that. That's like, you got me a PS2 for Christmas. Bro, 5 Christmases later, you're not going to get me a PS2 again. But you're going to get me a PS5 or a PS4.
But that's what I'm saying. Would you say that when you say that, the comparison, did you get that PS2 with one of Drake's...
It's never going to be the same.
And then you expected a PS5. If you got a PS2 Slim, you think, well, hold on. Now I expected to get a PS5 here. I just got...
It's never going to be the same though. Right. It's never that feeling. Like you played the PS2 now, you had your fun.
Keep going. We have to wrap this up.
We've got to wrap it up.
Yeah, both albums, I would say definitely. If you're a fan of either artist, listen to them 100%. You most probably won't be disappointed. Again, from my point of view, I'm most probably being a bit hard on Drake because. Again, I'll most probably be, as soon as I can reach a club and I hear I'm too sexy,
come on,
and that makes it, I'm most probably going to be jumping around like a fool, like anyone else. So, you get me. Shout out to both the artists, especially to put out good content these days. Yeah, it can be a little bit difficult. So, you know what? Listen to both albums. Let us know what you think. Send in your opinions and we'll go from there.
Dilemma time, guys, because you lot will just
big up Drake overall.
Drake and bloody Kanye West, man. Seriously, who's picking a dilemma?
You can go for it. Go for it, man.
Alright, what's this one?
Dilemma time.
Sometime I go pee and the doo-doo comes out. I'm joking.
You're such
Name a pro and con of dating or being in a relationship with me.
So is that saying yourself personally?
Yeah, with you, like with
as us, as in
So name a pro and the con of dating or being in a relationship with
us.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So you go first.
Me first.
Yeah,
I read the question. I'm going first. You go first.
I'll go first.
I'm playing. I'm winding up.
All right, go first then.
All right, cool. Pro and a con. A pro
of dating.
A pro of dating me. You better pray.
Is that you pray? Yeah.
Nah, a pro of dating me. I'd say that I know how to articulate and communicate how I feel very well, and the con is that although I know that, I don't always manage to do that.
Fair. Cool.
Okay, you're human.
See?
I think
like Michael said,
pro of dating or being in a relationship with me is that I will always
rub your feet.
No, we will not be doing that.
With oils.
I'll rub your back.
Nah, she's gonna rub them feet.
No, I'll rub your feet. No long thing.
Said it was chest.
Is that I will always like be supportive in like whatever you're doing, and I'll always try and push you. A con about being in it. A con about dating or being in a relationship with me is that I'm headstrong. That can be a pro and it can be a but I'm headstrong. So I don't know if you want to call that a con.
Do you elaborate? No, I'm joking. We haven't got time for that.
A pro with me. Would say I'm very affectionate. Very caring.
Oh, that's nice.
Very caring. I'll look after you, 100%. You look after me. I'll
put
that
key sweat on.
Yeah,
run that bath. Rose petals. Jodeci, babe.
Cook you some food. Get you some takeout when you want. If you're whatever you want, I'll look after you.
Okay.
I'm good at that. What's a con?
He loves himself. What's a con?
What is a con?
I'm just amazing.
We all got them. I can be very silly at serious times. It's the way I deal with situations, and I can be very kind of like, if you want to be very, very serious, sometimes for me it may not be that deep, and sometimes you've got to take other people's feelings into consideration and just go, okay then, park it a little bit, how you would deal with the situation and kind of just help someone through it. But yeah, I would say sometimes like some people can sit down and be like, no, I'm really serious about that, and I'm like, really, and that can annoy some people, especially ladies. So
100%, man.
I apologise for that, but yeah, I will try and be supportive. But I may laugh at it first. Like, you may tell me that there's a situation, and I may laugh and just be like, really? Is that
somebody
it?
fell down and broke their leg?
Exactly. I laugh
funny,
first, but
not.
I look after you after. But you may want to hug at that time, and I'm there busting up at you first. So.
Sometimes it be like that, man. Sometimes it be like. Sometimes you gotta just laugh.
Yeah.
If you don't laugh, you'll cry.
Exactly. So.
Alright then, guys. Well, on that note, we will end it there. Bye, guys.
Peace.
Easy.